point of this was to end the human species, to create a new, as Elon Musk calls them, humanoids, merge technology into the human body. And before people say that's crazy, what do you think biotechnology is?
DARPA calls it transhumanism, military transhumanism. But in an interesting way, this is actually part and parcel of the whole movement towards robotics. It's not only making individual warfighters comfortable with robots, it's this idea of coupling man and machine and merging humans and machine. And DARPA is doing that with programs now with what they call biohybrids, which people might call cyborgs. You know, they are able to actually control a rat through a labyrinth remotely because they've implanted electrodes in its brain.
This is a developmental system made by MC10, and it has an antenna and some sensors embedded in it. And what we plan to do is work with them to advance a tattoo that could be used for authentication.
It's taking biology and making it technology, taking technology and making it biology. And transhumanism is the merger of the human body with technology.
Artificial intelligence, but not only artificial intelligence, but also the metaverse, new space technologies, and I could go on and on. Synthetic biology. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected, and who masters those technologies will be the master of the world.
What caused COVID-19 was not a virus. What it was this lipid nanoparticle technology that basically hijacks the human immune system as well as our neurological system, causing mild to moderate disease or severe disease. So what they were calling spike proteins were actually lipid nanoparticles. Those were LNPs. When you take a magnetic hydrogel, which is also in the patents, and you infect a biological cell, you can see that cell is covered with all of these little spikes. That's the spike protein. You're not infected with a virus, you're infected with lipid nanoparticle technology that then reprograms that cell to then give off these biosynthetic toxins in your body. That's what caused COVID-19. And James Giordano, who began advising the US military and the intelligence community in 2008 under the Obama administration, actually discusses the use of lipid nanoparticle technology as neuroweapons.
One of the newest developments is that nanoparticulate matter can be stabilized for distribution. I can create small robotic units, controllable robotic units at the nanoscale, and that these too can be aerosolized to create a nanoswarm of biopenetrable materials that you cannot see that can penetrate all but the most robust biochemical filters that are able to integrate themselves through a variety of membranes, mucous membranes, and wherever, mouth, nose, ears, eyes, can be then uptaken into the vascular system to create clumping, can affect the vascular system of the brain, or can directly diffuse into the brain space, and these can be weaponized. And they can be done in such a level that their presence is almost impossible to detect, and as such, the attribution becomes exceedingly difficult to demonstrate.
Is a misnomer. The term mRNA is a red herring. The purpose is to manipulate people into believing that they are being injected with something that is biological in nature and that is going to enhance their immune system. And that's simply not true.
7 months before the allegation of patient number 1, 4 patent applications of Moderna were modified to include the term accidental or intentional release of a respiratory pathogen as the justification for making a vaccine for a thing that did not exist. In 2002, the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill patented, and I quote, an infectious replication defective clone of coronavirus. Listen to those words, infectious replication defective. What does that phrase actually mean? For those of you not familiar with language, let me unpack it for you. Infectious replication defective means a weapon.